No, thank you. Thank you.
How many of you? 13.
Yeah, 13.
Brilliant.
June 23rd, 2018. Chiang Rai, Thailand. A day that begins with laughter and adventure for a young soccer team, but swiftly turns into a fight for survival. The Tham Luang Nang Non Cave, a local spot known for its sprawling underground network, beckons the Wild Boars soccer team, 12 boys ages 11 to 16, and their 25-year-old coach. They enter unaware that their lives are about to change drastically. In the heart of the cave, as they explore its hidden depths, the sky outside bursts open, unleashing a torrential downpour. Within moments, the cave's narrow passageways become treacherous, the rising floodwaters cutting off their path back. Trapped with no way out, their lighthearted excursion turns into a dire struggle for survival. This is the story of the missing soccer team found alive. On June 23, 2018 in northern Thailand, the Wild Boars soccer team, including 12 boys and their 25-year-old assistant coach, Ekapol Chanthawan, embarked on an exploration into the Tham Luang Nang Non Cave. This cave was a familiar spot for the team, often visited after soccer practice for exploration. As they entered the cave, the team was in high spirits, enjoying their time together. They were a close-knit group who got along well because of their shared adventures and love of soccer. The coach, responsible and caring, watched over them as they explored the cave's passages. However, the weather outside the cave rapidly changed. Heavy rain began to fall, causing the cave's passages to flood. Unaware of the worsening conditions outside, the team found themselves facing rising floodwaters, blocking their way back. The situation quickly turned serious as the path they had come through was now submerged. Realizing they were trapped, the coach led the boys deeper into the cave, hoping to find a safe area above the water level. As they moved away from the entrance, the reality of their predicament set in. They were now in a fight for survival, isolated from the outside world in the flooded cave. Around 7 p.m. on that fateful day, Noparat Chanthawang, the head coach and founder of the Wild Boars soccer team, noticed about 20 missed calls from concerned parents on his phone. Their children, members of the team, had not returned home. Frantically, Noparat tried to contact his assistant coach Ekapol Chanthawang and the boys, but to no avail. He finally reached Songpong Chanthawang, a 13-year-old member of the team, who informed him that the rest of the group had gone into the Tham Luang caves after practice. Noparat rushed to the caves, his heart heavy with dread. At the entrance, a telltale sign of trouble awaited him. Abandoned bicycles and bags, with water ominously seeping out of the muddy pathway. Realizing the gravity of the situation, he immediately alerted authorities to the missing group. This marked the beginning of a rescue operation that would soon escalate into a global effort, as the heavy rain that day had transformed a routine cave exploration into a perilous ordeal for the team. When the disappearance of the Wild Boars soccer team and their coach in the Tham Luang Nang Non Cave became known, a massive rescue operation quickly unfolded. Specialists from around the world, including Thai Navy SEALs, a US military team, and British cave experts converged on the site. Their mission was daunting but clear: locate and rescue the trapped team. At the cave's entrance, the families of the missing team held a vigil. Anxiety was etched on their faces as days passed with no sign of their loved ones. The local community gathered around them, offering comfort and hope. Each update from the rescue teams was met with bated breath as hope for good news battled with the fear of tragedy. The cave system presented formidable challenges. It was a sprawling labyrinth of narrow, twisting passages filled with murky, fast-flowing water from the relentless rains. The rescuers had to navigate in almost total darkness, with the risk of disorientation and danger lurking in every submerged turn. As the operation progressed, the rescuers laid guiding ropes and set up staging areas inside the cave to aid in their search. Divers battled against strong currents and constricted spaces, making each meter forward a triumph against the odds. The international rescue teams brought in state-of-the-art equipment, including water pumps, diving gear, and communication lines. Despite their efforts, the continuous downpour outside meant the cave's water levels remained perilously high, complicating the rescue efforts. Above ground, experts and volunteers worked tirelessly to divert water from entering the cave. They explored the dense jungle-covered mountain for alternative entrances or natural shafts leading into the cave system. teams drilled into the rock hoping to create new access points or ventilation shafts. As the search extended, the rescue operation became a race against time and nature. The monsoon season threatened to fully flood the cave, which could trap the boys and their coach for months. The world watched, united in hope as the rescue teams pushed their limits. The emotional toll on the families grew with each passing day. The uncertainty was agonizing, with moments of despair interspersed with fleeting glimmers of hope. In the local community and across the globe, people sent messages of support and held prayer vigils, united in their hope for the team's safe return. Inside the cave, the rescue divers persevered through the treacherous conditions. Each dive brought them closer to the boys' last known location, but also deeper into the perilous and unpredictable environment of the flooded cave. After days of relentless searching through the perilous cave system, a breakthrough came. British divers, part of the international rescue team, finally located the missing soccer team. Deep within the Tham Luang Nang Non cave, the boys and their coach were found alive, huddled together on a small muddy ledge. The discovery moment was one of profound relief and disbelief. The team was there, worn out but still alive, as the divers navigated through small submerged passages. The boys, hearing the divers, responded with a mix of astonishment and hope. It was a moment that resonated across the world as people everywhere celebrated the remarkable finding. At the cave's entrance, the families received the news with tears of joy and relief. The overwhelming joy of knowing their children were alive had taken the place of the agony of not knowing. The local community, which had been holding its collective breath, erupted into cheers and applause. It was a moment of pure emotion, a testament to the strength and resilience of the human spirit. However, the discovery also marked the beginning of a new challenge. The rescue leaders, including the Thai Navy SEALs, US military personnel, and British cave experts, now faced the daunting task of planning a safe extraction. With treacherous and flooded passages separating them from the exit, the boys and their coach were weak from their ordeal and were over 2 kilometers inside the cave. Strategic planning sessions ensued, with experts weighing various options. Rescue leaders debated the best course of action, considering the physical and psychological state of the boys, the weather forecast, and the cave conditions. Medical teams assessed the boys' health, providing essential nutrients and care to build their strength. Meanwhile, divers continued to lay guide ropes and oxygen tanks along the escape route, preparing for the eventual extraction. As the world watched, the rescue team worked tirelessly, knowing that time was of the essence and that each decision could mean the difference between life and death. The execution of the rescue plan was a meticulously coordinated effort. Despite the risks, the decision was made to extract the team by guiding them through the flooded passages. Divers, experts in cave rescues, were assigned to each boy, equipped with full face masks, oxygen tanks, and guide ropes. One by one, the boys, accompanied by their diver guides, embarked on the perilous journey out of the cave. They navigated through narrow submerged passages, often only wide enough to pass through. The risks were immense, and the entire operation was fraught with tension. After hours of careful and strenuous effort, the rescue teams achieved what many had feared was impossible. All 12 boys and their coach were successfully brought out of the cave. Each emergence was met with a collective sigh of relief and jubilation from the rescue workers, families, and onlookers gathered at the site. The boys' safe return was celebrated worldwide. News of their rescue spread quickly, bringing joy and relief to people around the globe who had followed their ordeal. The successful operation was a testament to international cooperation and the resilience of the human spirit. The aftermath of the rescue was emotional. The boys and their coach were taken to a local hospital for medical evaluation and treatment. Families were reunited in tearful encounters, their weeks of anguish turning into moments of indescribable joy. The boys, though physically weak, were in good spirits, grateful for their rescue. The global reaction was one of admiration for the bravery and skill of the rescue teams and relief at the successful outcome. The story of the Wild Boars' survival and rescue in the Tham Luang Cave became a symbol of hope and unity in the face of adversity. In the days that followed, the world celebrated the courage of the boys and their coach and the extraordinary efforts of the rescuers. The incident highlighted the dangers of cave exploration during the monsoon season and led to increased safety measures and awareness. The Tham Luang Cave Rescue remains a powerful example of what can be achieved when people come together to overcome seemingly insurmountable challenges. The Tham Luang Cave Rescue, a saga that began with a routine exploration, evolved into a gripping tale of survival, unity, and human resilience. It brought together experts and volunteers from around the globe, transcending boundaries in a singular mission to save the Wild Boars soccer team and their coach. Their safe return was not just a victory for the families and the rescue teams, but for humanity as a whole, reminding us of our capacity for courage and cooperation in the face of daunting challenges.